Welcome back, everyone. This is GTA Failure. In our last video, we completed 51 taxi drop-offs, got credit for that one. Then we had to refill our fat supply, so we came over here to the sprunk machine in front of the 10 green bottles. And the goal of this video is to pass the BMX challenge. That's a required side mission for getting 100%. But before we do, you know the drill. At the start of each of these videos, we're going to the gym. But this is actually going to be our last time going to this gym because we are going to finally max out our muscle here. And so we're going to do barbell curls at the maximum weight, and it's easy. These are not curls that CJ could have done at the start of the game. Speeding up a little bit here, you can see the muscle is very close to full. I think one more tick in the muscle statistic, and there it is, maximum reached. Awesome, awesome. Couple more reps just to show off. And then we'll put this down, we'll do our little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. And then I think there's going to be a cut here. We're just going to do a couple of reps on the bench press at the maximum weight. So here we go, 320. Still not easy, even at maximum muscle, but once I got the tempo right of this alternating left shift, left mouse button thing, then I was able to get a couple of reps there. So yeah, maximum muscle, and we don't need to do any gym stuff again. Of course, we'll visit the indoor gyms once they open up just for completeness, but anyway, maximum muscle achieved. Okay, a little bit of a cut to get over to the BMX park, and this is right next to, which way is it? Directly west of the hospital, which is where we did all of the paramedic side mission. This is a new game here, and it said you don't have enough cycling skill. So that was a brand new game. I had 0 cycling skill. Now we're back to our normal save file where we have enough biking skill to start this challenge. Anyway, the goal is to go through all 19 of those checkpoints. You start with 10 seconds on the clock, and you get 10 seconds added every time you touch one of these coronas, and you just need to collect all 19 before time runs out. I'm going to show you the fail states before I show you the pass of this thing. So you ran out of time. Indeed, I did. The wiki says that there's only the one fail state, running out of time, and of course getting busted or dying. Those are always fail states, but I thought I could find 2 other fail states for this mission. So one of them is to not be on the bicycle for a certain amount of time. You left your vehicle. I did. All right, so this is kind of like midway through an attempt. I'll show you 2 full attempts at this thing, so don't worry about missing the checkpoint stuff. We're going to do that. But here, I accidentally fell off the bike. We ran into a boulder, and it's 25 seconds. I think it's 25 seconds to get back on your bike, or however much time you have left, whichever is less. And in the previous attempt, I only had like 8 seconds left. Okay, so here is a fail state that the wiki did not list. You destroyed your vehicle. I did indeed. All right, so let's see here. I'm going to take advantage of a bug, which involves getting a checkpoint just after the clock hits 0 and just before the mission fail comes up. So that's a successful attempt. It was many, many, many fails. I don't know if it's a frame perfect trick. It might be. If it's not, it's darn close. So here I am with only my, like 20% skill or whatever, and I'm going to show you the difficult checkpoints to get to, because most of them are straightforward with 20% skill, but you can't bunny hop very high, and so some of them are very challenging. So that right there was a tough jump to make. I edited out all the fails I had. So to get the other ones, there are 3 others that I think are just too high for CJ when he only has 20% bike skill, or cycling skill. Bike skill is actually for the motorcycles. And so I need some assistance. So I brought this ambulance over from right next door at the hospital, and I'm going to do a little bit of cutting here. I had to do some work to get it into the right spot. It's hard to figure out what the right spot is when you're not on the bike because those checkpoints disappear. So I want to line up the ambulance right below the checkpoint. And so a little cut there. We got it where we want it. And now we will just barely touch the checkpoint. There we go. Plus 10 seconds added to no timer. And next one is this guy over here. So again, we're going to do a little bit of a cut as we get the ambulance in position, and then hop up and then bike up. And there we go, plus 10 seconds. And then one last one. I remember struggling mightily with this one right here when I played this game initially back in 2012, 2013. But with an ambulance, it's pretty straightforward. All right, 8.5 minutes. I cut most of it out for your benefit. You're welcome. Okay, and now, again, this is the cycling skill that I had here. So it was a little bit above the, it was like 15, 18%, something like that when I started that attempt. The wiki claims that you need to have 20% cycling skill in order to start the BMX challenge. I don't think that's true because in the previous attempt, like I actually got a ruler and put it up on the screen, and it looked like I had like the whole cycling skill bar was 18 millimeters, and then the amount that was filled in was 3 millimeters. So I had 3/18ths of that bar filled in, which is about 17%. The wiki says you need at least 20% to start this mission. There's no way I had 20% if that bar, the graphical bar, was correct. All right, so here I am. I'm going to max out my cycling skill here at the airport. I'm typing in the double speed cheat code twice, and we are going to go in quadruple speed, just doing laps around the 2 runways here at the airport. To get into the airport, I just did the standard thing where you bike over to the gate, and the guy tells you can't go in because you don't have enough piloting skill, flight skill, and I just hopped up onto the roof of his building. So you've seen that before, and now I'm going to cut. Actually, I've already cut, so this is the end. There it is, cycling skill maximum reached. And then I'll just show you, I'll turn off the double speed cheat code, and then I'll show you what the new bunny hop height is. So in real time, that would have taken 27 minutes, but I had the quadruple speed cheat code on, so it took about 7 minutes. And now you can see the bunny hop much, much higher. And now we come over here and we'll save the game right here with our maximum cycling skill. And now I'm going to show you another glitch. This has to do with not necessarily the BMX challenge, but just if you're on a bike, you can do this bunny hop normally. But if you fire at just the right time, right after you do the bunny hop, so it didn't work that time, but it will here, you can get tremendous height. So that is not a cheat code. That is just a trick, a glitch. You fire right after you do your bunny hop. The timing, I don't think is frame perfect, but my success on doing this, this glitch is, I don't know, maybe 25% of the time I get it, and then the other 3/4 of the time I fail. So here we go with my best attempt. I didn't plan on spending a bunch of time just, like doing attempts at this. I thought I would just pass it once and it would take, 4 or 5 minutes or whatever. But I got into trying to get a good time on this. And so I went on YouTube and I found a YouTuber who had a 28-second pass of this thing, which is crazy fast. The YouTuber's name is Unlasting Sky. And I wish I wouldn't have paused right there. It could have saved some time. This next one is a very tricky jump for me, but it worked that time. Unlasting Sky is the YouTuber's name. I'll link their video in the description below. I guess the world record, the unofficial world record, is like 27.4 seconds, something like that. And Unlasting Sky got a 28. But here we go with the glitch. That's the only time I use the glitch jump. The ballas are here to celebrate with me with my personal best. Gang, this took me 3 hours of attempts. I was so bad at this. But I'm thrilled with my 46-second personal best. If you have a copy of San Andreas, feel free to try the BMX challenge and throw your best time in the comments below. 46 seconds is not anywhere close to the record of 27 seconds and change, but it is so much better than I was before I started practicing this particular mission. There are a couple of things that I got into in terms of this mission. So first of all, the video that I watched, again, listed or linked below in the comments, it looked reasonable. There's plenty of speed tech that I look at it and I'm just like, wow, that must have taken like dozens of hours to learn that one small skill. It didn't look like that with the bike. It looked like there was skill there for sure, but it also looked attainable for me. And, like I'm not the most gifted gamer out there. I've got Failer in my YouTube name here. But it looked within reach, maybe, if I put in the time. And also I was able to do like repeat runs of this thing with no time in between because I've got my Quicksave program, right? So like as soon as I have a run that fails or a run that gets to the end, I just load up the previous save state, and 5 seconds later, I'm doing my next attempt, as opposed to, like having to do like a minute or 2 minutes of setup before every single try at the BMX challenge. Another nice thing about the BMX challenge is that I could see my times improving, right? Like every time I got a new personal best, like it started off at like 3 minutes, and then it was like 2.5, and then 2, and then like 1 minute, 10 seconds. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so close to a sub 1 minute time. And then I got some sub 1 minute times, and I it was so gratifying to see the progress. I don't intend to like learn speedrunning tech for very many of the missions, but if there's stuff like this where it looks like it's reasonable given my skill level or lack thereof with video games in general, then I might give it a shot. So the only other thing for us left to do in this video is buy all 6 of the available safe houses right now. So you saw us first buy the Jefferson safe house, and then we took a brief walking tour around there. And then we just bought the Willowfield safe house, and it was an identical copy in terms of the interior. This is the El Corona or Verdant Bluffs safe house. All of these safe houses so far have been 10,000 bucks. Let's take a look inside this one and see if it's the same. Oh my, this is a step up. CJ, you go. All right, bedroom number 1. Very nice. Look how shiny these floors are. You can have all kinds of parties here in this kind of Art Deco style kitchen. Spacious living room. I sound like a realtor. Let's go in here. We got some books. We got a save icon. We got somebody's naked ass on the wall. I'll freeze here for just a few seconds. If you played Vice City, maybe you can name the person whose naked ass is on the wall. And now here's Tommy in Vice City on Starfish Island heading into his mansion. It was Diaz's mansion early in the game. And we go right up the stairs, and on the left is exactly that poster. So that is Candy Sucks from Vice City. And I think we can zoom in. There's like a little inscription on the top left. What does that say? Love Candy XXX. Perfect. I'm actually not sure about the XXX. I know that XOXO stands for Hugs and Kisses. XXXX is like a rating for, porn movies. Not sure if that's intended or if it's supposed to be hugs and kisses. All right, back to our walking tour with CJ. And you can see the wardrobe was exactly the same in all 3 safe houses. All right, from here we are heading over to our next safe house. It's going to be over in Verona Beach. Let's skip the trip over there. And how much is this one? Another 10,000? It is 10,000. Nice. So at the start of this spending spree, we had $195,000. And note that we didn't cheat to get any of that money. We didn't use the horse betting thing, the inside track thing in order to get all the money. But most of our money is going to get spent right now. Let's see if Candy's ass is on the wall. Yep. All right. So this is a carbon copy of the last safe house. Let's head over now to the safe house in Santa Maria Beach. Okay, let's go. Skip the trip. Here we are. I have memories of Joshimus running for his life, coming here from like San Fierro, doing some task that, of course, got him 4 stars. Okay, this one was 30 grand. This better be like a big step up from the $10,000 safe houses. What a ripoff. This is exactly the same. I'm so disgusted at this price tag. I'm not even going to look for Candy's ass on the wall. My goodness. All right, last one. How much is this one? This is the Mulholland safe house, 120,000 gang. We're going to be left with less than $6,000. Wowza. All right, so before we buy the place, we'll just walk around the pool and show you the backyard for 120,000. Somebody better put some damn water in my pool. And let's go cannonball. And then we'll just take a quick look at the view. You can see the top of the Vinewood sign off in the distance there. Seems like a safety hazard not to have any railings. All right, so long, $120,000. It was nice knowing you. All right, so we'll take a look around here. This is going to be our nicest safe house. Brand new building. Look at this massive living room in here. Pizza. Shouldn't you clean up if there's going to be a showing? All right, so let's check out the wardrobe first. And it's exactly the same as the other wardrobes. We've seen that before. And these doors, even though they're closed, a lot of times closed doors in GTA games means you can't go through. But you can here. Look at this bathroom, the full bathtub there. Shiny, shiny floors. Beautiful. Plant in the corner. What's in here? This is bedroom number 2? 1. This is the first bedroom, I think. All right, and what's over here? Oh, bedroom number 2. Nice, nice, nice. And let's head back out to the main area. What's in there? Bedroom number 3. Oh, Candy's ass is in here. Some magazines on the floor. Can we read any of that? I don't know. All right, so we got 3 bedrooms and a full bath so far. All right, so here's our living room. Again, you should clean up before you have a showing in your house. And Candy's ass on the wall in the living room as well. And then here we are with this gorgeous kitchen. Beautiful. And now, for the first time in the entire video series, we're going to save our game legitimately using an intended saving mechanic. All right. If you have any memories of the BMX challenge you'd like to share or safe houses, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.